This video is made possible by the following sponsors. Make sure to check out their products as well as the rest of my gear in the description below.
Hey guys, Substantially Less Hair Boy here, and welcome back to Dirt Rally 2.0 for another video. Today marks the first part of the Dirt Rally 2.0 DLC season thing. I don't really know what to call it, but what that means for us gentle plebs who like to play on upper 10 wheels is that we get two new cars to play with. And you can see them on screen now. We both have the Skoda Fabia from 2005 and of course the Citroen C4 that took Sebastian Loeb to oh so many titles. As you've probably guessed from the title of this video and thumbnail, funny how those things work on YouTube, I am going to be driving the Skoda, one of the last cars that Colin McRae ever drove in the WRC. By this point in his career, Colin wasn't really a full-time WRC driver and as such only took part in two rallies for Skoda in 2005, Rally GB and Rally Australia. I think the 2005 Rally Australia was one of the saddest moments as a Colin McRae fan, where himself and Nicky Grist were actually running in a podium position, and at that point Skoda had only ever had one other podium, which was back in 2001 at the Safari Rally, when a routine clutch change in service went wrong and they ended up going over the service time limit, incurring them quite a large penalty and essentially putting them out of contention. And you can just see from the video footage that still exists on YouTube just how distraught they all are. It's quite tricky to watch, but it's definitely part of the history of this car. And so onto the car itself. As you can see by the stats on the screen, 300 brake horsepower from a 2-litre turbocharged engine, 6-speed sequential manual gearbox, one of my favourite boxes to use in Dirt Rally, and of course 4-wheel drive, so hopefully lots of traction. I'm going to be driving the Skoda on the North Fork Pass stage. There's a good mix of high speed and slow speed corners, meaning I should hopefully get all the characteristics of the car shown on video. And yeah, raring to get going, so let's go to the start of the stage. So then, here we are inside the Skoda Fabia WRC car, as driven of course by Colin McRae. No Nicky Grist next to me today, just Phil Mills, but he'll do for now. And what I'm going to do for the first 10-15 seconds or so is shut up, let you hear the car, then I'll get into the commentary.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. 50, 6 left of a crest. Into 6 right of a crest. Extra long. 30, 4 right. Into 6 left of a crest. Extra long. Times 3 of a crest. Into cut. 3 right long. Opens.
So, as the keen ear of you might be able to tell, that sound is very familiar. That's because this engine sound is the same as the Focus in the first Dirt Rally game. So it seems that Codemaster just copied and pasted that, which is pretty poor in my opinion. I mean, it's a good sample, but it's not necessarily the correct sample. So a bit of a shame to have that as something you get for DLC, but you know, you get used to it soon enough. I won't dwell on it for now. You can make your own decision on that. But we're going to get into the actual driving of the thing now, as that looked really good. Wow! It almost looked like I knew what I was doing there. I'm pretty good at fooling people like that. So then, let's go to Fabia WRC, 300 horsepower, 4-wheel drive, as you can tell through here. Car pulls itself out of pretty much every corner with what seems like very little effort as I get off track. Don't hit the big rock! That was close. But yeah, 6-speed sequential, 6 shifts. I'm using it down to my right here, that's why you keep seeing my hand disappear from the wheel. And it being a sequential gearbox means that I have the luxury of not having to use the clutch. You'll see if you look at the pedal cam, just using the brake on my left foot, no moving across like that. I have seen some of the onboard footage that some of the drivers did lift or flip when going up or down a gear. But I don't have to do that in Dirt Rally 2.0, so I can focus just on braking with my left foot and free up some of my mind, my concentration for the driving itself. Down the third gear, back it in, very nice. Using that 4-wheel drive, you see, important to keep the car rotating through there. 4-wheel drive inherently gives you understeer. This car is set up though, of course, these things have clever diffs, so you're very rarely understeering. Understeer is the ultimate enemy in rally. Easy, easy, there you go. And it's actually quite easy to rotate this thing. Just throw it in like that and it responds quite well. It feels like it has quite a lot more to give in terms of speed this. I'm kind of driving at about 85-90% of I think my ability right now, which isn't necessarily that fast, but just so I can get to the end of the stage. It does feel like it's got a lot more to give. I always feel like it would benefit those who are smoother drivers rather than people like me who are quite erratic, I think it's fair to say the least. Bit of a clutch kick there just to get the revs up. Of course, this thing does have anti-lag as well, meaning the turbo is pretty much always spinning, which also means I haven't got to deal with that horrendous turbo lag, boost threshold, whatever you want to call it, from the Group B cars that we've been used to. I know the Group B cars aren't the same as this, but that's what I've been driving recently, so that's what's in my head. Try and be a little bit more cautious through here. Hands on the bumps very well. This was like a decent WRC car from the 2000s, which is, I think the biggest compliment I can give it. Not sure which is faster, this or the R5 cars, but this is pretty damn fun to drive. There you go, just dragging it around there on the front. You can feel the front wheels pull you out of the corner with the forward drive there, simultaneous with the rear. It's a pretty cool sensation. I've got that feeling of forward drive right. Up the top in 6th, button the limiter. I think I braked a bit too early. The brakes in this thing are fantastic. You don't think they're going to work, but they do. Now back up through the gears again. Such quick acceleration. This thing does about 0 to 60, I think, from my eyes on the timer anyway, in about 3.5, 4 seconds, which is insane. That's on dirt. Easy. Not necessarily a very competitive car in its day, but it's just so fun getting to drive a car like this in a game like Dirt Rally. Kind of wish there was more of them. C4 of course is here as well, but anything with Colin's name attached to it, you just want to drive it. Ooh, wow, I was looking out my side window there on the single monitor to see where I was going. Got to slide a bit too strong there. 140, right, come on. One unseen, one right, that is the scariest one. Where is it? Oh god, there it is. Definitely unseen. Handbrake. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Come a little Fabia. I'm enjoying this. If you have the deluxe edition, you get this. It's for free. I say for free. You've paid for it already. But you can buy it individually, I think, on Steam. I have no idea how much it is. But it's a fun car. I'd say, though, I am fairly disappointed for the sounds just being a copy and paste job. 6 left. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. It grips. Absolutely insane grip for this thing. It really is. Quite beginner friendly, I think. If you want to get into a car and forward drive and try and learn to drive it, this would be a good place to start. I think you can drive it fairly slow and still get a good feel for what it's about, and then you can start winding it up and start going from there. Put one hand on the wheel most of the time, but it just shows you how approachable it is. There you go, easy through this section. Also, you have to have a little bit of a flick when you turn in, though, to get the car turning initially. And then it's fine after that. There's the flick. Comes back, there you go. And again. There you go. Near the end. And bam!
To stop.
Finish in the Skoda. 621.5. Guys, go and beat me and let me know how much you beat me by. But that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed driving that little Skoda there. Again, I tend to stick in the older machines, you know, the Group B cars and the old rear-wheel drive cars, but this was a lot of fun to drive, and I think that with the right set of hands and skill, unfortunately I don't possess the skill to drive this car fast, you can really get some quick stage times out of this, and yeah, just genuinely a fun car to drive. I know it would be a bit too much, but I would really love to see some more cars from this era in Dirt Rally 2.0, just to give something to compare the car against, because driving the Skoda on its own, you don't really get an idea of the pace of the thing, and it doesn't really give you context as to why that near podium at Rally Australia was such a big deal. But anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed making it. If you did like the video, then make sure to hit that like button. If you disliked it, of course, hit the dislike button. Let me know in the comments what I can do better. And if you really enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the subscribe button, because that way you'll be made notified of future streams and future videos. Big thank you to my patrons and sponsors. Take care, have an awesome day. See you all next time.